It's actually been a minute since we've done a Blitz setup here on the YouTube channel.
You have my 1000% attention.
So in today's video, we're going to be sharing with you guys a setup that was broken down in one of our lab sessions on gridirongameplans.gg. So let's not waste any more of your time. We'll be getting right into it. What is up, guys? Hey, for the Madden YouTube channel. Today's video, we're going to be breaking down a Blitz setup out of the 3-4 odd. Yes, I know the 3-4 odd, that's a defense that has 4 linebackers on the field and linebackers don't animate. Now, don't worry, we're actually going to be blitzing 2 of these linebackers in this setup. And I think that this little Blitz setup is something that you guys should be looking at as a mix-in for your simulated pressures when your opponent is in a 3rd down or 4th down and long. I really think this Blitz is pretty solid, and that's why I'm showing it to you here on the channel today. So for the purpose of this Blitz, you're going to want to choose a playbook that has 3-4 odd in it. I'm going to go ahead and choose the Packers. Just want to say thank you so much for helping me reach 12,000 subscribers here on the Madden YouTube channel. It is the spring of 2022 and we're still pushing upwards with the channel. Things are really growing, not only here on the YouTube channel, but also on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ZanMadden, where I also stream Monday through Friday in the afternoons. And obviously on the Gridiron Game Plans website and in our Discord, where there's a ton of awesome community conversation. If you guys could do me a quick favor, make sure you guys, if you're not already, hit that subscribe button as we push for 13,000 subscribers, and we'll see you guys here on the other side of this. Now, the way that we're going to work with this particular setup is we are going to choose any play that has an outside linebacker rushing in the play. And we're going to call this play with the linebacker on the left. And the reason that we're going to do this is we're going to try to get some 3-3-5 wide light simulation off of the left edge while bringing some loop pressure around the right side with this setup. For this to work at its best, I would recommend putting one of your faster players at middle linebacker. So for me, I'm going to place Rashawn Gary at this position. If you have a good coverage linebacker that has high speed, this is a good candidate for you guys to blitz as well. So for this particular setup, I'm going to call Tampa 2. And I'm going to run this. I would probably run this against an offense that has the tight end in line or doesn't have a slot receiver on the right. If you actually do face a slot receiver on the right, we'll break that down momentarily. So I'm going to call trio Y flex here. And what we're going to do with this particular setup is we're going to base align. So again, if there is the slot receiver that pulls that linebacker out, you're going to want to run this on your coach setting set to base. We'll talk about that here momentarily. So once you're base aligned, if you need to, you're going to pinch your linebackers. You may notice that this linebacker walks back out over the slot receiver. So you're going to want to make sure that you keep him at this position. You'll notice that he stays put if you kind of click on and move him. So from there, we're going to shift our defensive line to the left. We're going to crash our defensive line left. And then we are going to blitz this linebacker, followed by our last step, which is, what did I just say? That didn't even sound like English. Followed by our last step, which is to QB contain. Now with this particular setup right here, you notice that this is a send 5 cover 2 blitz. What I would do is pass commit on this. And when the ball snapped, you're going to see that that guy will loop all the way around the right side, getting to the quarterback for a sack. Now, this loop meta is nothing new to Madden 22. This has been one of the primary means of getting pressure over the last couple months. You may have seen a similar loop pressure out of the edge blitz that's found in the 2-3-6 will. A lot of players are running second level loopers around the entire offensive line as their main pressure. But you see right here, the way this works is because the defensive line crashes to the left, it pulls basically everybody with the exception of the right tackle over. And then this looper basically goes too wide for the right tackle to pick up, and we're able to get in for easy pressure on the quarterback. Thank you for checking out this free content over here on the Madden YouTube channel. If you guys are enjoying this content, make sure that you guys also check out my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg. Gridiron Game Plans is your one-stop source for all things competitive Madden. Every week in our Vault update, we go over the meta, or the most effective tactics available being used by pro players on the MCS circuit, breaking down not only how and why the pros do what they do, but most importantly, how you can counteract those metas when you face them in online gameplay. On top of that, your subscription also includes any and every game plan on the site all year long for just a low price of $9.95 a month. And you guys get access to our Discord channel, where we have members of the Gridiron Game Plans community chatting daily, helping each other get better at the game. And this also includes a lab session every single Wednesday night on the channel. So make sure you guys get over to the website. If you guys are looking for the best escape artist defense in the community, you have to look no further. GridironGamePlans.gg. Now back to the video. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make sure you don't have to worry about your linebacker moving around. So what we would do with this particular setup is we would go ahead and set our base align setting in our coach adjustments. So let's go ahead and pretend. I think that this is a blitz that's really best set for 4th down and long. We're going to go ahead and place our auto alignment on base. You could run auto flip. 3-4 is kind of a symmetrical style of formation, so up to you on your auto flip. It might change which way you want to shift your linebackers. Just keep that in mind. And let's simulate kind of like a 4th and 30. The reason that I would run this on a 4th and 30 is I think that this is tough to scramble on and buy time, and obviously you would be able to set your zone drops with it. You know, this is kind of a mix-in blitz that I would save for a long down and distance. So what we're going to do here is call kind of a cover 3. And I'm going to have that outside linebacker rushing off the left side. And because we're base aligned, all we have to do is pinch our linebackers, shift our line to the left, crash our defensive line to the left, blitz this linebacker, and last but not least, QB contain and pass commit. Now, our blues were set to 30. So what we would do is shade our purples down to blues. And when this ball is snapped, you're looking at pressure looping around the right side. And now we're starting to add in what you guys saw in the intro, which is that phase through rusher off of the left side. So again, with this particular style of defense, keep in mind that we are pinching, shifting our line to the left, crashing them left, and QB containing. With this player being our user, this almost mimics how 3-3-5 wide works with the defensive end or outside linebacker coming in free off the left side. So if we take a look at the instant replay from the last snap, you see that we not only get our looper off the right edge, but we also get a free B gap through the left side. In basically that left tackle is put in a spot where he has to choose one or the other. He passes off the guy to the inside and blocks the outside most player, which gives us a direct line to the quarterback, and Lancaster is in for the sack. The left side with this particular concept is not a guarantee, but what I would recommend with this concept is when the ball snapped, try to like strafe and go to the right. And you'll see here that sometimes that causes the pressure to come in off the edge. Now you saw right there, I didn't even blitz the linebacker from depth off the right side, and we still got that pressure. So again, base align, shift your line towards the edge rusher, crash your line towards the edge rusher, QB contain and blitz this player after that crash to make sure that he is the one that contains. When that ball is snapped, you're going to slide to the right. You see that you got a B gap. Actually, right there, the nose tackle ended up coming in free. Now, if you notice that your looper is getting picked up a ton, my recommendation would be to try to mix up your bodies. Sometimes switching up the player that is at that linebacker spot does help with a lot of these loop blitzes. Some of these can be inconsistent, which is why, again, I think that this is more of like a blitz that you would mix in once or twice a game in a down and distance where you feel like you might be able to get easy pressure. You can also mix in, if you want to, you could turn off your zone drops and mix in matching principles with this. So let's say, for instance, I wanted to run cover 4 quarters. This would be a defense that you could actually call against some of those rollout corner routes. Let's say, for instance, your opponent wanted to throw a street corner combo out of a compression-based offense. So maybe bench swap. So once again, with this particular concept, we're going to pinch, shift our line, crash them, QB contain. You see right there that our player is in a contain. And of course, we pass commit. If we are covering a corner route combo, you guys know that outside quarters do a really good job at matching. So what you're looking for here is hopefully loop pressure, and if all else fails, then you've still got good coverage on this. So again, you see right there, there's the looper, and that match coverage is smothering the corner route to the right side to Darnell Mooney. So you guys can mix in the foundation of coverages that you guys have worked on all year long with this concept. Now, why is that important? That's important because the 3-4 odd has basically everything you could want. It's got cover 3 sky, cover 3 match, all the variants of Tampa 2, cover 2 hard flat, cover 2 sync. And then obviously it has some of your zone blitzes, man coverage calls, quarters. It's also got cover 6, which contains some palms rules in it. It's got some special checks and things like that you can run. Cover 3 cloud. You obviously see that this is something that can be very, very easy to mix up your coverage behind this blitz while being very, very difficult for the offense to pick up. So again, if you guys like this tip, you guys might want to check out our lab sessions in the Gridiron Discord. Those are every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time until 8 p.m. Eastern time. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below. Always want to hear what you guys are thinking about the content here on the channel, and we'll see you guys right back here tomorrow with our next video upload. Until then, this is Zan. Get the lab and good luck.